Welcome back to the show, everybody. I have not decided yet if I'm going to structure this like a day in the life episode or not. I have a bunch of different things I'm going to be into today. Summer season is kicking up and we are getting busy outside. So we're out here next to the little garage all by itself out on Senior's Field. And backstory on this, I've mentioned it a couple times. The reason why this little garage ended up all by itself on this field is because this used to be a 10-acre piece of property that was owned by Senior's brother, or my uncle. And he built this little garage out here early 1980s with the intent of following it up with a house and then living up here. Long story short, he moved out of state, life happened, and decided he wasn't going to do anything else with the property. And because the only access to this 10-acre piece was through Senior just bought it from him. So that's how we ended up with this little garage all by itself out on the field. And you can see it's really ready for a refurbishment. We got the new steel roof put on it last summer, and Senior decided, you know what, it's time to start the re-siding project. So yesterday we came out here. Yesterday was Senior's birthday, and I told him I don't like to waste money on cards. Didn't feel like buying a present. The best present I could give him was a day of labor, so that's what we did. We ripped all that old lap siding off the gable end. There it is. We're also taking this rather cheap insulation press board sheathing off, replacing that with some good OSB. Thankfully, the insulation was good in the wall. We've got new insulation if we need it. We're also replacing the old windows. Yesterday, we had to box this opening in a little bit narrower because the new windows are not quite as wide as the old ones. That's all right, it's easy to do. So he is starting to measure out to start throwing some new sheathing on, and the plan is to just keep progressing along the side. We'll get the other window, finish off the gable end, and then it's time for some fresh sidings. So that's why we're out here doing what we're doing right now. We'll put in a couple hours out here as long as it's still shady. Later on in the afternoon, we'll move on to other things.
Go your way from this way up. There we go. That'll stay. We're ready to go again. Okay, take on the bottom. Yep. Get the top come over a little bit. There you go. That looks good. Seams look good.
That's what we get.
They're good till we get our gaps checked inside and make sure we're square. Looking good.
Once you get that top off. Ooh.
nailing the bottom first. So make sure we're all square. Well, that looks good. Okay, we got a little bit of a twist. Okay, we're good for being flush. I'm gonna come out there. Oh, here. So we get one in this corner.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, now we gotta twist it.
I'm gonna give you this. It ain't gonna be much. Okay, it's good. That's good. Put it right in there. I gotta come out there to get my right angle to hold it.
All right, well, we're gonna need a tripod for what we're doing after this. So it's lunchtime. We've got everything ready to start sheeting now on that end and then finish up by throwing the window in. We're just about out of our shade over here, and Senior's past the point of working in the sun all day, and that's all right. I'm gonna transition to some other things after lunch. So he's got the wheeler headed back to the house. I'll pick up the rear, and I'll catch anything that might fall off the trailer. How does that sound? Catch back up with you all in a bit. I don't know if you all can see what we're walking through right now, but there is so much of that pollen stuff still floating in the air. That white fuzzy stuff. Come on, let's see if we can catch some of it. We almost did. There we go. Oh, yeah, we're not going to be doing any Farmall H painting anytime soon. There's just no end to this stuff today. All right, Super M out on the field. I know it's very dirty. I haven't washed it yet because that's going to happen when we put those IH front hubs on there. They're ready to go at any time, but make hay while the sun shines. We've got a lot of sun shining today, and it's kind of like hay out here, particularly where Rick Bork's cultimulcher still is. So I was able to drag his disc off of my grass when I used it with the D2 out here the other day, left it out of the way. I want to see if I can move this cultimulcher. I took his hydraulic cylinder off and I put mine on. They're both 8-inch cylinders. This one is quite a lot larger capacity than that one, and I'm only set up for a one-way cylinder action off of this M. Plus, I don't want to hook my hydraulics into his hydraulics because he's running that with his Kubota M6040. I'm pretty sure there may be an incompatibility of hydraulic fluids there, so I want to keep both systems isolated. I don't know if my cylinder is going to have the strength to put wheels down and lift this. I know it's heavy. I don't know how much it weighs. I just know it's heavy. First, we'll see if we lift it. If we lift it, then we'll see if there's air in the tires. If there's air in the tires, then we'll see if the tires will actually rotate. This is Rick Borks after all. What's the worst that could happen? I didn't even see anything move. Why am I not surprised? Well, everybody, I've got it looking nice out here again. The way it's been raining this year, it only takes about 3 days to go from looking nice to has anyone even set foot out here in the last 2 weeks? That's not much of an exaggeration either. And today wasn't even the full mowing. We just did along the driveway and kind of the edges. That's not even ditches, which will be done next time. So it's about 6 p.m. Everything down around the building pad is looking good. Other than the Cultimulture still in the way. Thank you, Rick Bark. It's slowly returning to Mother Earth. It may just live there until there's nothing left. Don't know. Let's go back home and see what Senior's up to. It's probably 6 p.m.-ish right now. And here's where we left off with the building today. Senior has this end tarped where we had the exposed insulation, and the window opening he's still working on. The board that I just helped him rip on the table saw is a custom like sill plate board for that window opening. He also has to shim the bottom of it up about 1 inch to match this other one as well. Same routine that we had to do on the first one here. So that's going to be it for the day's activities. It's about 7 p.m. right now, and even though we've been going since about daybreak today, my day is still not over because I have to go in and throw all this together and try to make a coherent video out of it for you all so that you have something to watch and hopefully enjoy. So this was a pretty typical day. A lot of times what makes the finished episodes is only a snippet of what happened in a given day. So I do a lot of running around all the time. It's looking like it's going to be another summer where it'll be difficult to find a lot of time to be in the shop. Mosquito, especially with the way it's been raining. There's been a lot to keep up with up on the field just to make it look like it's a presentable, well-kept place, especially considering I have building materials showing up in about 2 weeks, and then who knows who else up there assembling it all. So hope you all enjoyed the episode. I'm gonna go home, go to the house, get out of these bugs, clean up, and then second shift starts on the computer. Hope to see y'all back again.